Y'all, so today is the day of the DEI blackout day, right? And Walmart is on the list, of course. I work here. That's why I'm here. But I want to show y'all something. We ain't playing. Hold on. I want to show y'all something. Look at how empty this goddamn store is. Not a soul in here but people who working. Not a soul. This store is usually on and popping at 6 o'clock in the morning, especially with all our regulars. All our little older folks that be in here. Ain't nobody in here. Nobody but the workers are in here, y'all. Y'all, these people not playing. Why do y'all insist on playing with us? Why?
To my people, Black Americans, if y'all care so much about diversity and inclusion, let me know when y'all ready to boycott the corner stores and the beauty supply stores and the curry outs. Let me know, because those affect us more directly than what y'all talking about. Okay, we didn't benefit from DEI. That don't have shit to do with us. Okay, so let me know when y'all really ready to boycott the shit that matters. The shit that's taking over our communities, have been taking over our communities. The liquor stores. You know what I'm saying? The shit that's ran right down the street by somebody who don't even look like you. By people who watch over your shoulder when you go in there. By people who accuse you of stealing sometimes. Let me know when y'all ready to boycott shit that matter. Not Target. Target that then gave opportunities to Black creators. There are Black creators who have their products in Target. Why the fuck are we trying to boycott Target? What are y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? We need to start with the shit in our own communities that affect us. How about we boycott some of these churches that take people money and don't do shit for the community? Let me know when y'all really ready to boycott the shit that matters. Other than that, I got shit to give from Target. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go shop right now.
So how exciting is it that creator at Rebundle.co decided to make a biodegradable alternative?
Yes, you heard that right. My name is Sierra May. I'm the CEO and founder of Rebundle, and I'm here in beautiful Belize to tell you why you should care about Rebundle. So Rebundle is the first US-made plant-based hair extensions brand addressing the itchiness and wastefulness issues in the hair extensions industry. Our products are made out of banana fiber, are itch-free, non-toxic, and biodegradable after use. What also makes us special is we have a recycling program for plastic synthetic hair. Try Break Better for yourself.
Only Black superhero.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Taraji. Looking amazing.
It's Israel. How is your day going? You're zazzling. You're very zazzling. My homeboy got a book for a Black superhero woman.
I can't take that.
Because you at least let me
comes
take a
out
picture.
and then maybe I really can't. It's a legal.
Okay, can I at least get a picture? Hey, thank you for being honest.
I have to.
Which one's yours? She said she can't be in contact with your foolishness. Here,
I didn't say that.
give
Here,
me this.
get it.
Take that picture, bro. Come here. You see I'm with a queen? Do something. Miss Henson, you know we good.
It's better this way because the light is coming this way, so it's face.
Miss Henson.
There you go.
Where we gonna
3, 2, 1.
Thank you.
Let me see
3,
your
2,
book
1.
and stuff.
All right.
She said she can't touch it, bro. I feel that.
Because it's
Miss
the
Henson,
money. It
I
ain't
am
OG.
represented. I am represented.
Did you
If
get that
were
picture?
interested
Yeah, I
in
got
playing
it.
a role
Is
like
it
that,
good? Let me see.
If you get it to my people, that's
more,
the
one
only
more.
way
Tell
I
me
can
who
do
is
that.
your people.
I'm
Are you guys
with,
ready? All right. 3, 2, 1.
Rondé Gary.
3, 2, 1. All right. Perfect.
Thank you, Tupac.
Thank you.
Tupac.
He's Tupac.
My queen.
Yeah.
I'm your bodyguard until now. What you need me to do?
Nothing, babe. I just need
I'll
my
drop
card
all
and-
these niggas.
ORONZE. And it's at M88.
I got your back, queen.
Thank you.
Hey, see, nobody want that demonic ass look. You owe me 100, fam.
I love you so much.
Jesus is Lord, and everybody know it. What's up with y'all? Miss Henson, you strike?
Let her be.
My name is Israel.
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you are
Mr.
not
President,
strong...
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the President for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Come once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military?
We have problems.
And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems, even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You don't
God
know
bless.
That.
You
Don't-
will not
you
have
gotta-
a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because
I'm
you're in no
answering on this
position to
question.
dictate that.
That's
Remember
exactly what
this.
I'm not
You're in
dictating.
no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very
you will
good.
Feel influence.
We're going to feel very good and very strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed
From the
yourself
very-
to be in a
from
very
the
bad
very
position,
beginning
and he
of the
happens
war.
to be right about
From
it.
the very beginning of the war.
You're not
Mr.
in a
Brown,
good position.
I
You don't
was
have
in
the cards right now. With us, you start
I'm
having
not playing
cards. But
cards.
right now, you
I'm
don't.
very
Yeah, you're playing
serious,
cards.
Mr. President.
You're
I'm
playing
very
cards.
serious.
You're gambling
I'm the
with the
president
lives
in
of
war.
millions of people.
You think-
You're gambling with World War III.
what are you
You're
thinking about?
gambling with
What are you
World
thinking
War
about?
III. And
You-
what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country. It's
with
back
all
to you.
respect to your
Far
country.
more than a lot of people said
very
they
respect.
should have.
Have you said thank you once?
A lot of
Entire meeting?
times.
No, in this
Even
entire meeting,
today.
have you said thank you.
Even today.
You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
So, minus the Trump fiasco that I would love to talk about, there's two videos I specifically put side by side so that they both connect, so people can get and feel the message. One video was of a black woman who works at Walmart, no problem, right? She's hardworking, putting food directly on the table, bettering herself, trying to elevate and do all of that. So while she was working, she was showcasing the fact that, hey, this blackout with the black community is going on, and because of the DEI and all these other things taking place, black people were told to sit this out and to not patronize any Walmarts. And you can see the effect. So not only is Walmart suffering by way of the Latin community because of the deportation, sending migrants directly back to where it is that they came from because of the Trump administration, but also again due to the Trump administration, they're suffering with a secondary whammy by way of the black community. The other thing that I want to point out is that while I don't realistically have a problem in a sense with boycotts, I do have a problem and an issue with how it is these things are used and implemented. One thing that I've stated time and time again, many a times on this platform, is that we are so willing to boycott a lot of these quote unquote white establishments. It can be a Walmart, it can be a Kroger, it could be a Kmart, whatever it is during the time. We'll just so happen to go there, we'll boycott or we'll picket, we'll do all of these things. We'll be loud and proud directly about it to let them know, hey, if you don't like us, you don't love us, you're not going to treat us a certain type of way, you're not going to get our black dollar. Fine, no problem. But the main individuals, the main groups that have treated black people horribly, that have been continuously taking money out of the black community, have been continuously not building up or investing in the black community, has been the Asian community. They've come directly into with the beauty shops. And on top of that, you also have the Chinese shops, correct? You also have the Arabs with the gas stations, correct? Why is it that we have yet to realistically, and I'm not talking about the few groups directly out there, especially in Detroit, that are out there doing groundwork They're shutting down a lot of these gas stations. They're boycotting some of these corner stores and different things like that. I'm not talking about the few that are activists actually doing it. I'm talking about the greater majority. Again, I'm not looking for everybody. I'm not looking for everybody to sit up there and do it, but we need a significant amount. I'm talking about you need about at least a good 30, 40% of black people around black areas to start shutting down a lot of these businesses so that we can come in as a community, renovate those businesses, and then turn them into something that we're going to buy directly from, where we know people directly from the community or the family, people that we knew going to school, right? Or, little girls can go in there and see a black woman owning a store, owning something, right? Black people buying from that person and vice versa. If a black man basically owns it, whatever business he has, our young little boys can go directly in there and see a black man owning something, right? Being a part of the community versus all of the degeneracy that we got directly out here. So not only do we have to combat and fight, right? Of course, the system, that goes without saying. But within our own community, we have to deal with the fact that we are desensitized to a lot of the murders that take place by way of our young men and women, by way of what takes place in the community. We are desensitized to a lot of the drugs that is directly in the community as well. We are desensitized to the fact of watching how it is that we treat one another, right? Because you have those things psychologically working, right? Actively, visibly working. This also goes into the psyche of black people as to why it is that we are so at ease with allowing others to come directly into our communities and pillage and to build up and to take whatever it is that they need and then dipping out. Because mind you, a lot of the people that open up businesses, it doesn't matter if they're Arab, it don't matter if they're Asian, or chances are Hispanic. A lot of those people do not live within the community, right? A lot of them live on the outskirts. A lot of them live on the outside and they go to and from, right? So while we are using our black dollars to feed their families, to get them Benzes and BMWs, to send them on lavish trips, what are we doing for ourselves? Nothing. What are we doing for the community? What are we feeding back into the community? Nothing. Everything is getting siphoned. So by way of the churches, by way of all of the stores that other communities are starting within our community, when a lot of these people say that black people are broke, we don't have nothing, but seemingly, oddly enough, everybody can come to the black community and start up a business and get rich and become multimillionaires. But yet black people are broke. We don't got jobs. Everybody's on Section 8, yada, yada, all this other type of good stuff. This is the point in time that black people need to start boycotting, banding together, and buying up the block. Literally buying up a lot of these businesses or refurbishing a lot of these businesses so that we can start up what it is that we had before. The only difference is that clearly we're going to learn from what took place in the past. We're going to look at what the government did because obviously the government has a track record. And we're going to look at this. We're going to assess the situation. We're going to plan. We're going to figure some stuff out. And we're going to move on from there respectfully. And we're going to do better than what our ancestors previously did. They laid the blueprint. So now we have to do the work of today and the future. That is our job. Boycotting a simple store like Walmart, that's not going to do anything because it's more than just us that shops there. Yes, our dollar does have weight, but at the end of the day, is it going to drop Walmart to zero? No, it's not. So instead of us just boycotting, this will be, again, another time for the black community. Like, all right, so we're going to start really just putting our money where our mouth is, and we're going to, quote unquote, boycott all these businesses, and we're just going to ship all of our dollars to black stores or to black online retailers. We're going to be feeding black people. We're going to be putting money on their table in their homes, right? We're going to be building them up instead of building everybody else up and making them multimillionaires, right? If we really want to do a boycott, that's how you would actually do it. You would start taking your money and putting it elsewhere. But a lot of the times I see these boycotts take place. That's not what takes place. That's not what happens. A lot of these leaders are not telling people like, hey, start buying black, start going to, black stores, start buying products from black retailers. They don't happen to do that for whatever reason, which is pretty odd to me. Or they'll do the reverse and they'll have a who is it? Al Sharpton roll directly into a Costco and they're like, we're going to do a reverse boycott. We're going to take our black dollars to somebody who still supports us and who still wants to hire us. And that don't mean nothing. Like I said, they doing it just because. If they know that they have to do the bare minimum and that is the bare minimum, they're like, okay, so be it. We will do this little bit just so that we can get all these black people over here. We don't really care. We don't really like y'all, all this other type of stuff, but we'll do this a little bit because we know that y'all like the little shiny things. We're going to dangle this directly in front of y'all to make y'all feel special. And that's all they did. That's what a lot of these corporations do every single time. But for whatever reason, black people continuously feed into these narratives. They go with these leaders and they happen upon the exact same thing and end up with the exact same results at the end of the day. I've been seeing boycotts take place with businesses over the last 10 to 15 years and ain't nothing changed. But magically, this boycott in 2025 is going to be different from all the others that took place. It used to be a point in time where boycotts, let's say like the 60s and the 50s and the 70s and maybe even somewhere in the 80s and the 90s, boycotts used to mean something. They used to actually do something. Businesses were actually fearful because they knew. Now it's a little bit different because guess what? You got online retailers, you got online stores. So they don't have to really fear anything because they can have other people just order from somewhere else around the world. So realistically, what is that boycott going to do? Now, I know that some people are going to list the stocks and they're going to show that off. But at the end of the day, is that really going to send them to zero? It's not. When the boycotts happened back during civil rights, when it dealt with the buses, that was in a sense, if that was stocks, it pretty much almost sent that to zero because black people were not on those buses anymore. And white people really weren't on those buses because white people got cars. They can afford them. The car companies will actually sell a car to them versus the car company not wanting to sell a car to black people because they're black. So then black people would have to either try to find somebody to pull with or they would have to get on the bus. But like I said before, back in those days, boycotts and everything used to actually mean something. Now it's just showboating. It's just, hey, we're going to do this, but we're going to give you a specific time limit. So we're going to start on the 28th and we're going to basically end it on the 6th. So this is the time that you're going to be suffering. Yeah. A real boycott, the time is up. We're going to start today and it's whenever we say it's up. But you won't know about it. It's just whenever we decide to come up with a date and a time. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this long-winded response to this video in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.